Instagram. Hey, Facebook. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to this morning's video. I want to say thank y'all for being here. And thank you all, whoever looks at, of course, the replay. Because I know a lot of you all look at the replay. You're not online. I'm not doing live in the morning because you're probably like me getting ready for work and trying to get the kids ready and that kind of thing as well. But I want to thank y'all for being here. This video this morning is talking about who are you blaming for you not knowing. I know that sink in. I know for a moment. So that sink in. Of course, we all go through life, of course, not knowing something. I guess I put it that way. A lot of us don't know every single thing there is. I can tell you that because I don't. I have to read. I have to look at all these things. I have to research and all that kind of stuff. But if your life isn't going the way that you want it to go, who are you blaming for not knowing how to get your life going in the right direction? I know a lot of us grow up, of course, our parents, or a lot of our parents, I can't say all, I don't know the number, but a lot of our parents may not have known how to teach us about how to love ourselves, how to have self-boundaries, how to have healthy relationships, although how to have sex or whatever the case may be. A lot of our parents did not know how, well, they didn't know. I guess I put it that way. They didn't have all the technologies available to us now to, of course, teach us these things. And even so, if they did, a lot of parents, of course, are still ashamed to, of course, talk about relationships, talk about sex, to talk about how to love yourself and all these kind of things. Some folks are ashamed to talk about those kind of things. And some folks just honestly do not know. Like I said, who are you blaming for not knowing? I know growing up, of course, once we reach the age of 18 or 20, well, I would say just 21. I'll put it that way, 21. We're, of course, mature. We're, of course, growing into adulthood, young adulthood. And we owe it to ourselves to find, if we have questions, to figure those answers out. At this time in life, there's a lot of online information. You have to sort through it, of course. There's online information on Google. There's YouTube University. There's all types of stuff, videos like this. There's all types of stuff where you can learn things that you may not know. If you're trying to figure out how to have healthy relationships and those kind of things, or how to, find partners, how to date, or how to love yourself, or any of those kind of things, like I said, there's a lot of things that you may not know, but you can find answers to those things. You just type them in the Google search. Like I said, at some point, once you become an adult, you can no longer keep blaming folks for the things that you don't know and for the things that people may have failed you with. I mean, a lot of folks may have failed you the same way they may have failed me. But like I said, at some point, we have to realize that the blame is on us. If we are, of course, are the ones who are going through life with relationships that are crazy, that kind of thing. We don't know how to relate to our friends or how to hold a job down or whatever it is. Those are things that we have to learn how to do. Yes, I know while it will be fine and dandy that our parents taught us, if they did not, then you have to figure out the answers on your own. That's how life is. If you don't know it, find somebody who does. They can be me online. They can be a video online that you see. They can be a search that you the question that you type into Google. It'll give you some answers. It may not be the answer that you want, but of course it'll give you some answers, and you have to sort through until you find an answer that fits well with you. I guess I put it that way. Like I said, at some point we have to realize that we can't keep on blaming our past and blaming our parents and blaming the teachers and blaming. Yes, we can blame them for like probably 10% of the things. Yes, 10 to 20% of the things for not teaching us. Yes, but once you get older, there's no reason why you shouldn't know things or know some things about whatever it is to make your life, I don't know, a success. Whatever you want your life to be. Just like when it comes with anger. I used to have a very, very bad anger problem. Had a bad anger problem, used to have a bad attitude. Well, can't say a bad attitude all the time, but sometimes it just depends on how I felt that you were coming towards me. If you were coming to me, it seems like it was disrespectful and that kind of thing. Then yeah, I had a nasty ass attitude and would go off on you in a moment. At some point, I had to realize that I did realize that I cannot continue to go through life like that. What opportunities would I have if I continued to go through life angry and upset all the time? I wasn't going to have many. Probably not even a job either. A job for a little bit, yeah, until I get upset at the boss and go off on him, and then I'm fired again. Then what? And I want to complain how I don't have a place to stay, how I don't have an income, but it's my damn fault. We have to get to a point where it's our damn fault, and we have to, of course, correct the things that went wrong in our life. At what point are you going to do that? I'm 45 years old. I kind of talked about this yesterday in the weekly success call, but we have to get to a point where we have to start educating ourselves, y'all. While we're upset at our parents, because yes, I was definitely upset at my parents. Well, let me see. When was that? Maybe like my mid-20s, late 20s. I don't know. I just say 30. I have no idea. Mid to late 20s, early 30s. I don't know what year. But like I said, I was definitely like, okay, I found out all this information about personal development, improving myself, and all these kind of things. I'm like, why didn't they teach me this stuff? They should have known that I needed these things. They should have needed these things in life. Everybody needs these things in life. Why didn't the school district teach me this? Those were the questions that I kept asking. I was pissed off because I didn't know all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, now I'm 30-something, 20-something years old, and I'm way behind everybody else is what I was thinking. Yes, there are some folks whose parents do teach them how to meditate, how to pray, how to love themselves, how to create boundaries, how to what their body is and what their body is like as far as sex and that kind of thing, how to create healthy relationships. Yes, there are some parents. They're few and far in between, but there are some parents who do teach their kids those things. But for the majority of us, our parents, the school, nobody teaches us those things. I'm not sure. I know I did ask questions when I was always asking questions when I was younger. I was very inquisitive, just like I am now. Always asking questions and trying to look for the answers. I've been researching since forever. I've always done that. And of course, with me asking questions, they still did not know. And I'm sure some of y'all can identify with that as well. And then some of y'all may be able to identify with you asking questions and your parents shutting you down. Instead of just saying, I don't know. That's not a question that you ask at this age. Why are you asking these things? You should know this at this age. I've heard that, of course. I've heard that in my own life. From other adults that I know. I guess I put it that way. And like I said, a lot of them may have had shame, may have had guilt, may have had the not knowing as well. The same thing that we have today, they probably had, I'm sure they had the same thing back then because there was no internet to even learn that from. Encyclopedias talked about just the regular topics like nature, trees, animals, not the self-love, not the talking, not communication, not any of those things. The dictionary would have the definition, yes, but that was about it. The encyclopedia didn't talk about any of those things. And those were the main things that we had back then. Yes, we had library books, but I don't know. I know I used to go to the library, but I'm unsure how many books were actually in the personal development. I don't think I even looked in that section because I didn't know it was called personal development. And that's probably why. But I knew that there are people that came from the same situations that I came in or similar situations that I grew up in that were, of course, successful. Like I know for Winfrey, like who else did I see back then? I don't know what Bill Cosby's upbringing was. I have no idea. Trying to see who else I saw back then. Maya Angelou, MLK, Malcolm X. You hear about all these folks who did have some level of success, even though they came from environments that were chaotic and crazy, racism going on, all these types of things as well. But they still learned at some point that they had to teach themselves some things because they did not know them. And that's what I'm telling y'all this morning. As a professional development coach, like I said, a lot of things, of course, as far as that title goes, you all may have heard that title at work. That title at work means that they're teaching you the professional development in order to be better at their job. Not be better employees, be better within, but to be better at your job. Learning how to type better or do this faster or manage your time better so that you can get their work done. And what I'm here to tell you this morning as a professional development coach, that's why I named my title Professional Development Coach, because I know a lot of us need some professional development in the areas of self-love, relationships, sex, knowing how to set our boundaries, knowing how to say no, all those things. How to deal with our triggers, how to, of course, go through the healing process and the healing journey, how to, of course, start forgiving people for the things that they have done wrong to you. I guess I put it that way. We all need that. And that was something that I needed years ago. I know it now, but like I said, I had to definitely take it upon myself to figure out and ask myself those questions and figure out where I can find those answers at. And I finally found some answers. I guess I put it that way. But like I said, at some point, you're going to get to a point where you're sick and tired of being in the same situation over and over and over. And you're going to need to know some information in order for you to, of course, Move out of the situation that you're in into a better situation. It does not have to mean another state, city, that kind of thing. It can mean that. I don't know what it means for your life. But like I said, the situations I'm talking about are just the simple situations. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired of not making the amount of money at work that you want to make. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired of being in failed relationships. You're sick and tired of being the yes girl or the yes man, and you're tired of people running all over you. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired of people not respecting you. I guess respecting your boundaries as well. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired, like I said, of not being in the kind of job that you would like. And you're tired of your bosses and all this kind of stuff, but you know there's something better, but you have no idea what to do, how to start, where to figure it out from. When in all those categories, you have all these triggers and that kind of thing, but you're not sure how to get started to, of course, start lessening those triggers. You want to heal. You're sick and tired of being feeling bad as hell in the inside, hating yourself, going through depression, going through anxiety, all this stuff, and you're not sure where to start. I know how that feels. I definitely know how that feels. I've been there. Been suicidal as well. I have been a few times. I have been there. So I know exactly how you feel. But like I said, at some point, you have to realize that if you want to create change in your life, that you have to, of course, start figuring things out, regardless of who taught you what back in the day and what you did not know and what you currently do not know. There's always ways to know those things. One way I can tell you is what I'm creating. It's called TC University. TC University would, of course, have all this information, well, videos just like this, teaching videos, that kind of thing, and also inspirational and empowerment videos. TC University is actually an educational platform and membership club that I'm creating. And then we'll be talking about a lot of the things that you don't know or that you may not know and may not realize that you have to implement into your life in order to make the changes that you need in order for you to be successful. Yes, it's for professionals, but yes, it's for those who are from the traditional housewife. Like I said, that's a professional to me as well. All the way up to the corporate worker. Yes. Our job, like I said, teaches us a lot of things, but it don't teach us how to be who you are and how to reinvent yourself when you're tired of being who you are in this current season. It never tells you that. Nobody tells you that. I'm going to start telling you that though. But like I said, nobody tells you that. That's why I'm creating TC University. And like I said, at some point we have to realize that the things that we don't know, we have to seek it out. TC University can be a resource for you. I can be a resource for you with these videos on this page as well. On Instagram and on Facebook. I can be a resource for you as well. But you have to want to make that change, y'all. You have to want to make that change. Yes, while I have all these things, I can plant seeds to you and this kind of thing as well. But if you don't pick up the seeds, there's nothing that I can do. There's nothing that I can say that's going to do anything until you make a decision within your mind, your mindset, that you want to make the changes and go through the steps to actually make the changes. Like I talked about last night in the video, you haven't seen the weekly success call from last night, go back and check it out. It should be a video before this, actually. But I was talking about, excuse me, but I was talking about the healing process and all those kind of things, how life is a journey, is not a destination. Yes, over time, you will start lessening the triggers and learning how to heal from different things a little bit better. Yes, you will. So it won't affect your life as long for years and months, and you're resentful for years and years and decades because somebody so-and-so did this to you back in the day. It teaches you, of course, how to get through those situations a lot easier over time and a lot better so that you won't be affected too much and your life won't stop too much in those certain areas where you'll be stuck at. Like I said, that's what the healing journey affords all of us. And like I said, at some point, if you're not willing to step on that journey, then your life is going to stay exactly where it's at. I'm sorry to tell you that. I'm sure somebody may have said that to you in the past. You may not have, and it may not have stuck with you. But I'm telling you this same thing again. In order for, like I said yesterday, faith without works is dead. Oh my God, something's in my eye, y'all. Faith without works is dead. You can have faith in wanting to and talk about doing all these things all day long and post it every first day of the year. This is my best year ever. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. While you're not taking the action to, of course, get those things done. Everybody wants to talk about the work, but nobody wants to do the work. And like I said, that's where TC University comes in at. That's about doing the work. I'm just hoping for all of you all out there. Oh my gosh, I got something in my eye. Who out there listening, like I said, At some point, you're going to get sick and tired of being sick and tired, unless you're already at that point. You could be at that point already and wanting some change and trying to figure out what to do. And just to let you all know, I'll put there's a link that's going to be in the description of this video, going to a free ebook I just wrote for you all. It's a ebook talking about 7 areas in life that you can, of course, start creating your vision and your goals in, like health and fitness, finances, education, personal development, all those types of things. There's 7 major areas. I know there's a hell of a lot more areas to set visions and goals in. I understand that. But in order for you to, of course, get started in some type of something, you have to start from somewhere. And figuring out where you're starting from is the major key to, of course, figuring out where you're going. And like I said, that's what that ebook talks about. You're going to see the link in the description of this video once I'm off this video. So make sure that you're checking it out, clicking on that link, and go ahead and download your free ebook. I believe it's only 10 pages. Just to let y'all know, it's 10 pages. It's only 10 pages. So like I said, but those 10 pages are chock full of information to help you get started on the path, to help you get started in the area of education, to, of course, teach yourself some things and where to start from and that kind of thing. Like I said, if you don't know where you are and cannot identify where you are at this time, how are you going to know where you're going? And like I said, that's what the ebook talks, the whole thing, that's what it talks about. Trying to get your life right in those 7 foundations of life, and then you can move on to other areas of life to, of course, create that foundation in as well. But these are the first 7, like I said, in the ebook. I definitely want y'all to make sure that you're getting it. And make sure that you, of course, are sharing this video with someone that you know that will need this information and that needs the, I guess, this talk, I guess I put it that way. Because I know there's probably some angry folks out there who are still angry that their parents did not teach them how to have good relationships, and they're constantly having failed relationships. Or their parents did not teach them about their bodies, so they still don't know about their bodies. Like I said, that's something that as an adult over 21, at least 21, that's something that you have to start teaching and learning about yourself. Nobody's going to come to your rescue. Nobody in this world is going to come to your rescue. Well, like I said, I can have TC University. I can have this free ebook that y'all be downloading today. I can have all that information. But if you're not willing to put the work in on your own journey, then no, you're not going to have the success in life that you want. So with that, I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. Again, this is Tonetta, your professional development coach, bringing you that information to help you, of course, become who you want to be. And, of course, it's for some of you all, help you all reinvent your life as well. So with that, I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning in the next video. I think I started a little bit early this morning. I said 7 a.m., around 7 a.m., but I think I started around 6:30, 6:35 this morning. So like I said, look for me sometime between 6:30 and 7 a.m. in the morning, Monday through Friday. Y'all bringing y'all videos just like this to help inspire, to educate y'all, and to help empower y'all to, of course, make those moves, y'all. With that, I want to say thank y'all again, and make sure that y'all are getting your free ebook in the description of the video, and make sure that y'all start reading that today. It's a 10-page read. Should take you about 20 minutes at the most. But you're going to have to get a journal to, of course, write some things down. Unless you have a good memory that you can remember these things, I'm telling you to get a journal and write the things down. Answer these hard questions to yourself. You don't have to share them with anybody but yourself and your God, whoever you believe in. Because that's in their spirituality as well. So y'all take care, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning.